The ninth principle is that of the commitment to growth of people. This is likely the most important one. Servant leaders are genuinely interested in the personal and professional development of everyone on their team. You're always asking yourself, how can I help that person reach their full potential? Even if it means that they're going to eventually outgrow their current role and you'll have to replace them. The 10th is building a community, creating a sense of belonging, a shared purpose, and genuine connection among team members. You're not just building a workplace, you're building a community where people feel that they matter and their contributions make a difference. Take a breath with me for a second. That was a lot. But here's the big thing. You don't have to master all 10 of those by Monday. Servant leadership is a journey, not a destination. Pick one or two of those principles and focus on them this month, and then just continue to build and build and build from there. Now, let me connect this to another topic that I personally am passionate about, and that's process improvement. You might be asking yourself, what does servant leadership have to do with Lean or Six Sigma or process optimization? The answer is everything, absolutely everything. And here's why. The best process improvements don't come from consultants in conference rooms drawing out flowcharts. They come from the people in the trenches doing the work every single day. The frontline employees who see the waste and feel the frustration and oftentimes have brilliant ideas for how to do things better. But here's the catch. These employees are only going to share their ideas if they trust their leaders, if they believe that their input matters, and if they've seen their leaders actually listen and act on feedback. That's where servant leadership becomes your secret weapon. When you lead with a real service mindset, you create an environment where continuous improvement becomes everyone's job, not just the quality department's responsibility. People aren't afraid to point out problems or concerns because they feel that you'll respond with curiosity and not criticism. So let me give you the framework that I use. I call it the serve to improve cycle. So step one is to go where the work happens. In the manufacturing world, it's actually called a Gemba walk. In knowledge work or in an office environment, it's sitting with your team in the cube, in the bullpen, wherever it is, and watching their actual workflow. Step two is asking serving questions. Things like, what's frustrating your process today? Where do you waste time? What could make your job easier? What could make your life better? And then zip it. Listen to what they say. Step three is to remove obstacles. Not all of those things require some major capital investment. Sometimes it's just cutting out a redundant approval step. Sometimes it's giving someone access to a tool that they really need. And sometimes it's just clarifying a confusing policy. Step four is to empower improvement. Give your team the authority to test small changes. Create a safe to fail environment where little experiments are encouraged. Step five is to celebrate and share wins. When improvements happen, recognize the people who made them happen and then spread those reasons and those lessons across the entire organization. The cycle only works when you're generally serving your team's needs rather than pushing your own agenda. That's the connection. Servant leadership enables process improvements at scale because it builds on trust and engagement and is necessary for people to care about making things better.